Hi everyone, Samantha Russell here from 20 over 10, and I'm so excited to be back with another guest to talk more about the biggest marketing opportunities for advisors in 2021 and beyond. So thank you so much, Tyrone, for joining me today.
Thank you so much for having me. I appreciate you.
Yeah, so to start, just tell everybody a little bit about yourself, real quick.
Real quick, I am the son of superhero parents, Carol and Tyrone Ross, born and raised in New Jersey, and proud first generation high school graduate.
That's fantastic. And see, that's the important stuff. You don't even get into titles and what you do.
That's
I love
what
it.
matters. No,
Yeah,
that's the only stuff that matters.
So the reason that I invited you here today is because a few months ago, you and I were on a live chat, and we were being asked the question, what is one of the biggest marketing opportunities for advisors? And you said something that stuck with me ever since then, which is what? What is the biggest marketing opportunity do you see for advisors right now?
Getting educated on Bitcoin, flat out, hard stop. Not necessarily investing in it, not pitching it, but simply being conversant, because clients are going to come and ask. And when they do, if your practice is set up to have that conversation, you will win while others lose. And there are going to be a lot that lose.
Yeah. And when you said that, it stopped me dead in my tracks at the time, because I thought, oh my gosh, that is genius. For the last few years, so many people in my own social circles, my husband likes to talk about this with some of his friends, and they would be looking at different things that were going up and down and where they could trade. But none of them had a financial professional in their lives that was giving them any advice on this. And all of them had said, well, not all of them, but many of them had said, oh yeah, my financial advisor said that he's not able or she's not able to talk about this at all or really get into it. So I'd love that you made the differentiation, not just sell it or, necessarily say, okay, yes, you need to buy it, but just be able to converse on it. So can you talk a little bit more about that distinction?
Absolutely, because there's this narrative being painted that if advisors don't get off of zero and don't put their clients into, the best performing asset, risk-adjusted returns over 1, 5, 10-year period, that they're going to get fired. Nonsense. The best financial advisors and financial planners in the country do holistic financial planning, life planning. They're not going to lose their clients over this. Why they will lose clients, though, is if the clients come to them and they have questions about this, and as a fiduciary, they dismiss it, but they don't actually take the time to say, hey, listen, I'm learning about it. You should too. I'm reading this book. I have copies of books here for my clients, right? I have these research materials that I'm looking at. I'm going to share them with you. I'm going to add them to my newsletter. Now the client feels like at least the advisor is trying, right? And I have so many advisors and big firms that have reached out to me. It's like, listen, you need to come in and educate our advisors and our clients. The goal is simple. Advisors need to look like a hero to their clients, right? And you don't want to be, right? You want to have good, solid answers. And you at least want to be responsible enough to tell your clients, listen, I don't know, but here's this guy or girl that does, and we're going to bring them in to educate you and educate us.
I love that. I love that. So, a question that I have is, are you seeing certain types of investors that are really interested in Bitcoin, more than others? I know you and I were trading emails. I had seen a report that came out that said 2/3 of millennials prefer Bitcoin to gold as a safe haven. That just was a study that was released. But I was just curious, is it particular types of investors that are really attracted to this?
Yeah, it is a demographics play. I mean, it's hard to say. I mean, it's hard to ignore that. Rather, when I was building my practice in crypto, all of my clients were probably under 35, right?
Okay.
They were very tech savvy. It wasn't a digital gold narrative. They didn't care about that or trying to define it. It wasn't that. They just looked at it as something that was intrepid, something that was different from what other people were investing in, and they got it. They understood the possibility, not only from a technology standpoint, but from the potential VC startups type of standpoint, because it kind of blended for me because I was advising those that were in the startup space. So they kind of saw it as a VC investment, right? So venture capital. So, but on the flip side now, right, you have this barbell approach where you have those that are the youngest baby boomers that are looking at this and understand the power of the internet and what that did. And then now you see the possibility now of, all right, here is something that can act as a store of value or digital gold. And they find that compelling because they understand gold, right? And they understand low rates and they've made their money already. And they're like, okay, well, this, as Paul Tudor Jones says, this is the fastest horse in the race. Why wouldn't anybody want to ride the fastest horse in the race?
I love that. And I mean, from a marketing perspective, I always want to be part of conversations that are trending, that are going viral, that people are talking about. So, if I think about if I were a financial advisor running a firm right now, and we look at, okay, what are people searching for? What are investors doing Google searches for? And you can capitalize on some of that search traffic and direct them to your blog or videos you've created on a topic. Man, that is a gold mine that you can really tap.
100%. And again, I think for me, the best marketing is purpose, right? And I just tweeted this earlier, right? Purpose with strategy is unconquerable. And then somebody made the comment, well, what about, I would add execution to that. No, you don't need to execute if you're on purpose, because nothing is wasted at that point. So I think if advisors focus on, again, the purpose of my purpose of learning about Bitcoin and cryptocurrency is X, right? Whatever X is for you, if you just focus on that purpose, you'll be really aligned well. For me, I was like, I don't want anything to do with the traditional world anymore. I'm going all in on crypto. Don't expect every advisor to do that. But
Sure.
if it's just simply, I just want to be that advisor that wants to be conversant, perfect. I want to be the advisor that puts it into a portfolio and I'm a money manager, great. Or I'm a planner that says, I just want to read-only view. I want to see what my clients are doing to hold it so I can give them holistic advice in regards to tax planning, estate planning, et cetera.
I love it. So this is obviously very much a new frontier for so many people. And the reason I thought of you was because you're obviously very vocal, but also because of Onramp. So can you tell us a little bit about Onramp? You got the t-shirt on there. I love it.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Always branding.
Yes. Always.
No, so super excited for Onramp. So it's twofold here. The first thing is we are going to be the Onramp for financial advisors to finally be able to model, to plan, to bill, and allocate clients to Bitcoin compliant, right? And in a regulatory manner. So we're focused on that. But also the back of the shirt says investing for the rest of us. So we do have a mobile app that a lot of folks don't know. We do plan to educate not only advisors, but their clients and retail clients overall in a very unique way that we're excited to roll out. Because as you know, financial education is very important to me. So I don't ever want to give advisors or anyone tools, right, without exposing them and educating them first, because it's only before, I show you that the water's behind you and I give you a bucket that that you can drink that water, but you can put the water in that bucket and carry it back to people who are thirsty just like you. So that's what we're excited to do here at Onramp. But the first order of business is the big blue ocean that is getting advisors into Bitcoin.
So with, Onramp in general right now, where are you in the process? Are you still in beta? What's the timeline for?
Yeah, so right now we are raising our seed round. We have some incredible investors and folks in our advisory board that we can't wait to announce. We are literally building now. Like you can't even put a word on it. Like we're bottom of the barrel, just building ideas. Our wait list is well over $40 billion in AUM now, which is incredible. So we're seeing incredible demand, but we're thinking 3 to 4 months we'll be able to launch. We are partnering with Altruist. That is news that is out. We'll be partnering with Altruist, and we have some other big announcements as far as partners as well that we will be announcing soon. So we're thinking right at the end of the first quarter in 2021, we'll be able to launch, and we're incredibly excited.
Wow, congratulations. That is so exciting. I can't wait to watch as this rocket ship takes off, as I know it's going to. Well, thank you so much for joining me today. And for those of you who want to learn more about this, I'm sure if you follow Tyrone, he will drop so much free information that will be useful to you. So make sure you do that. Where can people find you if they want to learn more?
If they want to find me, please go to No Kid Hungry and try and feed a hungry child. It's very easy to find where I am, but the most important thing you could do right now is go to No Kid Hungry and feed a hungry child if you can. That's more important, not me. But I appreciate you for the time.
So much. All right. Well, thank you so much, and we'll talk to you soon.
Take care.